you doing, gentlemen?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Yourself?
What did we, is this all just really necessary?
Yeah, you're not allowed to record a federal
How
incident.
you figure that? Show me where it says that. How about I'm gonna record it regardless of what you say?
You gave it off to defend the Constitution, right?
We're not on military. Hang on, we're not on military property.
Yeah, you're recording a federal installation.
Absolutely,
An
I
access
absolutely
control.
am.
You're not allowed to.
Absolutely can do that. I suggest you look it up. About public photography?
Do you have that on you right now?
No, but I ain't doing your job for you. Are you serious?
All right, do you guys have ID?
You're not getting no ID. That's
fair to
funny.
identify, and I'm
That's
taking
funny,
you.
dude. That's funny.
Turn around, place your hands on top of
I doubt it.
Turn around, place your hands on top. Turn around, place your hands on top.
Funny.
Turn around, place your hands on top.
I doubt it. You gonna get me for what now?
Failure to identify the.
There's no identified statue in North Carolina. Are you serious?
Can I get your name?
No, you can't. You can't bull us, dude. We know what we doing. We know what we doing.
How do you want me to address you?
Failure to ID is what?
How do you want me to address you?
You can call me good citizen.
Secondary charge.
Yeah. I want to know why he's asking for my ID and telling me to put my hands behind my back.
He's got his hand on his weapon.
It's not on my weapon. I'm resting my hand. This
You're
is
very aggressive. Look at
All right, let's start over. You talk to us because you look like you know what you're talking about. He don't.
Hey, what's the purpose for you guys recording right
We just out here enjoying this beautiful day.
now? Okay.
We journalists. That's what we do.
So the thing is, the gate, you're not allowed
We
to
can
record the gate.
record that gate.
You got authorization?
No, I got the Constitution, my authorization.
Constitution?
Yes.
That's a federal installation.
I know.
I'll have the watch commander come out here in a second.
Yeah, he needs to because this guy right here is fixing to do something very stupid.
You have to prove to us that you
That guy.
this guy.
Green. Yes.
All right.
Talking about IDing, arresting me for not IDing.
We should.
Are you serious?
Very bloodshot.
I didn't get much sleep, bro.
Okay.
Is that why you cranky today? Trying to arrest somebody for failure to ID when there's no such statute? There's no such
This
statute.
is me, calm.
But there's no such statute.
You're gonna take someone to jail
You
for
guys
failure to
are
ID,
You're not
huh?
allowed to give your ID. As military, we have to provide our IDs to any incident.
Right, but he don't. He knows that now. You need to school him.
Are civilians, so
Right, exactly. You need to school him, and we can absolutely film that gate from where we at on public property.
I don't know about that, but
I do.
Federal installation, you're not allowed to film it.
I know. We go around.
You're not allowed to film access control points.
Yes, we can.
For federal installations.
We can. And listen, guys, we can't even see what's going on over there, dude. You see how far we
Why
are?
do you want to record it?
Because we can.
But what's the
But what's
purpose?
the
To make y'all aware that we can do this.
Education. First Amendment education.
Exactly.
You give an oath to defend the Constitution, right?
So
What's the
education
First Amendment of the
is to feel
Constitution?
free to-
I can't hear you.
So the watch
No, this is so you learn something.
Freedom of
Exactly, for all of you guys.
You're the only criminal here.
See, I don't understand why how you come on. You want to arrest me for failure to ID, and there ain't no such statute.
there is for our installation.
No, it's
I'm not military. You're not. I'm not on your base either, right? Yeah, Green. Don't worry about it, man. I hope you learned something today.
Trump all over our rights.
Green, I hope you learned something valuable today, cuz.
Green came out to Trump all over our rights.
Hey, I'm allowed to
Simple
talk
as that.
too,
Agree.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Green.
Trying to keep it calm.
I'm a civilian. I
Hey,
can stand
man.
right here all day.
Listen, Mr. Green wants to Trump all over our rights. It's simple as that.
All right, y'all say hey to YouTube. Now y'all being live streamed, and your gate is.
So he says,
Thought y'all should know. Officer Green here,
tyrant,
trying to arrest me for failure to ID,
tyrant Green.
which is really ridiculous.
Let's make sure we give him the right title.
This guy right here, that guy right there.
Tyrant.
You know what? In all my years, I've never had any military person come up to me and said, "You under arrest for failure to ID."
I ain't never heard such a thing.
Really, dude? I mean, you just start. How long you been in the military?
He doesn't know.
4 years
He
and
doesn't know.
see how many months.
4 years. We'll just say 4 years in something. Damn. Look at what we got here, just for photographers on the side of the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 military guys.
8 cops, 2 kids.
That's crazy. Absolutely insane. Do you know the law on public photography on public property when it comes to military bases?
As far as I'm aware, we're trying to verify if this is still technically Fort Bragg's property.
It's not. We already checked. We check. It's actually
Like that.
close to that pole. Yeah, so across that pole right there. Pretty much. And y'all, if this is Fort Bragg property, y'all supposed to have it marked. Clearly marked. That is. Yep. So that's something else maybe y'all could do, right? I mean, like I said, this is about education. But when Green come up here threatening to arrest me for not IDing, my switch went off to good guy. Good guy's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Green is at least educated on the ID part. Right, Green?
Yeah.
Can you acknowledge that?
I don't think Green will ever remember.
That's something we're getting on Fort Bragg property.
No, I'm talking about on public property. You don't have no authority, correct?
Well, we have jurisdiction, which is concurrent in North Carolina.
Oh my God! If I break the law, maybe, but I'm not breaking the law. You know what I mean? You trying to play it off now like you know what you're talking about. You really don't. You already established that, Green. Come on. You're not making yourself look any better. Acknowledge the fact that you was wrong, and I'll leave you alone. You can't do it, can you?
Not to.
All right, hey. You know,
Great.
hey, congratulations. Thank you for educating.
There you go. See, there you go. Now this man right here knows what he's talking about. Hey, Green, have a good day, man. Don't be trying to arrest nobody for shit anymore.
Welcome to another episode of Cops Planning the Constitution, starring a rookie officer who came in hot, ready to hand out felony charges like free samples at Costco. Two peaceful citizens are filming near a military base, fully on public property, when this officer shows up and tries to arrest someone for failure to ID in North Carolina, where that's not even a crime unless you're lawfully detained. And spoiler alert, they weren't. Instead of checking the law, the officer jumps straight to threats, hand on the gun, turn around and put your hands behind your back. For what exactly? Holding a camera on public land? Filming a gate from the other side of a fence? Meanwhile, the citizen calmly pushes back with facts. There's no identifying statute here. You're violating our rights. This is First Amendment protected. And when backup rolls in, they actually start listening. In the end, no arrests, no charges, just a full-on walk of shame for the officer who learned the hard way that yelling louder doesn't make you right. And if you're going to defend the Constitution, maybe start by reading it. So thanks for the content. And next time, maybe less ego, more education. Let's keep going.
Hey,
How's it going?
not bad.
Is there a reason you're videotaping back here?
I can't really hear you too well.
Sure, I'll hop in and talk to you. Is there a reason you're videotaping cars back here?
Yeah.
Can I ask what that is?
No.
Okay.
What's your name?
Constable Head Gembas.
Thanks.
I'm
You
just
don't have a
wondering
body
why you're
camera?
Videotaping.
You guys don't have body cameras?
No, I'm just wondering why you're videotaping the cars.
Okay.
Is there a reason?
You have a dash cam?
No.
No. No video, audio recording at all?
No.
Ah, that's crazy.
So I'm just wondering why you're videotaping the cars coming in and out.
Yeah, I know. You asked me that like 3 times.
I know we haven't answered yet.
Yeah, I don't have to answer.
Okay.
I'm just out enjoying my day.
Okay. Just understand that you're putting yourself in a weird position, right? You're standing in the back of the police station recording vehicles coming out.
So is that dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous. It's just an odd
Why,
position. To
why
put
is it
yourself
weird?
in, right? Pardon me?
Why? Why would that be weird?
Because we're going to wonder why you're doing that. We just want to make sure
Okay, yeah.
there's nothing odd going on. You have 2 cameras. Just something I can help you with? There's
No,
some
not at
information
all.
before I can
You have
help
a bottle of water?
Oh, I don't have one with me. They might want to have the front desk. You go to the front desk.
Well, I'm not allowed to record in the lobby.
So anyways, is there anything I can help you with, man?
Yeah, I need some water. Can you get me some water?
You can go to the front.
Am I allowed to record in the lobby?
Not inside, I don't believe so.
Why is that?
It's private property.
It's private property?
Yeah, so they won't let you record inside.
Isn't there like public parking?
Yeah, if you want to stand in the parking lot and do that, you'll be outside. You're okay to do it there. You just can't bring it inside the building.
So the police so the police lobby is private?
Yeah, it's private property inside the
It's
building.
not for like citizens to go in and report crimes?
No, man. I don't know.
No?
No, you can't do that. You can't video record in there.
A citizen
Can
can a citizen go in and report a crime, I said.
Yeah, you can go and report a crime. You just can't videotape inside the lobby.
Okay, so it would be public then.
No, you can't videotape inside the lobby. I just mentioned
Well,
that.
sure, you can
So,
say that,
anyway,
but it
is
would
there
be
anything I
public
can help
property
you
though.
with? You see me videotape. I just want to make sure you're all right. Is there
Yeah, I
anything
need some
can help you
water. Can I get some water?
with? Like I said, if you want to go to ask the front desk, you can try up there. I don't have water with me.
Sure.
Anything else you have, man?
You know how many times you've asked me that now?
You haven't
Constable?
answered it once.
Do I have to answer it?
It's okay, man.
I'm just out here recording and enjoying my day.
Hey, I'm having a conversation with him. Back off.
I don't have to back.
off.
Hey,
I'm
don't
having a
touch me.
conversation with him.
I can
Hey,
walk up and
no,
listen.
back over there.
Don't
Stay
touch
over
me, sir.
there.
What's your name? What's your name and badge number? Will I be arrested if I approach?
I will arrest you if you don't back off.
You will arrest me if I don't back off.
I'm having a conversation here. We're investigating if you're trespassing or not.
I'm allowed to stand right here and
Back off.
I'm
I'm having a private conversation.
That's twice you put your hands on me now. That's twice you put your hands on me now, Constable. You agree with that? He's allowed to put his hands on me?
He's having a conversation.
And I'm allowed,
If you were
I'm
trespassing.
allowed to listen to the conversation. Am I not? Yes, I am. So arrest me then. You know what you're talking about. Shut up or arrest me. With all due respect.
What?
Shut up or arrest me. I'm
wondering
allowed
why
to
you're
listen.
here.
Shut up or
Okay,
arrest
but
me.
Why are you
Shut up
here?
or arrest me, Constable, right? You guys are clearly not friendly. I'm a friendly guy, but I give the same respect that I get, and I'm not getting any respect.
tell me why you're
Arrest
here.
me or shut up.
Well, but you're not being respectful.
Arrest me or shut up. I don't care, right?
If you're telling me to shut up,
You had your chance. You're defending him.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I
you
just
are.
ask you why
You
you're
agree
here.
with him that he put his hands on me.
That's if he felt threatened by you. That's his. If he felt
Shut up
that
or
you were
arrest me, right?
being assaulted,
Shut up
walking
or arrest me,
towards
right?
him.
What's your badge number, Constable Devlin?
57048.
Pardon me?
Staff sergeant.
57048.
He's the staff sergeant.
So does that give him the right to put his hands on
I'm
civilians?
just telling you
Oh,
what
okay.
his rank is. You're calling him a constable. You're
So no, it doesn't give him the right to put his hands on me though.
If he feels like
You
you're
just said
threatening
no,
him,
but now
he
you're
would not
switching it
say
up.
that.
Blue line. Where's your blue line badge? You got one? You seem like you ride with
You
it.
seem like you don't like the police. Is there a reason for that?
I'm very friendly with the police. Other than when you come and put your hands on me. You'll know who I am soon enough, right? You'll know that I am very respectful. I'm a very cordial guy. I don't have to give you my name. At this point, I don't want to give you my name. I'm going to file a complaint on Constable Devlin here,
So do you know how to
Staff
file a
Sergeant.
complaint?
Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Lika. Can you get me a complaint for him?
Yep, they're at the front desk. I can escort you around there if you want. Or we have to walk around the
Oh no,
outside.
that's fine. I'm here for Constable Devlin now. Put his hands on me.
You can.
He can't put his hands
through
on
Lecca,
me.
You can make a complaint online, or we can walk around to the front and get it for him if you like.
I know how to do it,
Okay.
Constable, right? Thanks.
Okay.
You're a coward, Devlin. You're a coward. Put your hands on me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I did nothing
We're having a
wrong.
private conversation, so leave.
Doesn't matter. You're on a public sidewalk. If you want to make it private, go to your property. You're on a public sidewalk having a private conversation. How does that make any sense?
What's that?
How does that make
Not
any
a private-
sense? I
We're
said.
investigating a possible offense and it's had private conversation.
So go. So don't talk on a public property then. Do you not understand common sense? Do you know what the Canadian Charter of Rights is?
All right.
One of those guys, yeah.
Okay. We're happy to help you if you have something you
I'm
want to report.
going to be arrested.
I'll see you soon, Devlin.
Okay.
You with the wrong one today, Devlin.
Different country, same nonsense. In this video, we're back outside a police station, but this time it's not in the US. Still, the script is eerily familiar. A guy with a camera calmly filming from public space, and suddenly, cops show up acting like he just launched a missile. Instead of minding their own business, officers swarm in with the classic, "What's your name? Why are you recording? You're making us nervous." One even admits it's not illegal, but insists it's weird. Spoiler, the Constitution, or in this case, the Canadian Charter of Rights, doesn't make exceptions for feelings. Then it goes from dumb to downright ridiculous, because apparently having a private conversation on a public sidewalk outside a public building somehow grants magic powers to silent citizens, all while surrounded by security cameras. You can't make this stuff up. The real kicker? They try to argue the public police lobby is private property. Yeah, imagine being told you can report a crime, but only if you leave your rights at the door. The cameraman stays calm, keeps filming, and pushes back with logic. But instead of admitting fault, the cops close ranks and gaslight harder than a broken lantern. Doesn't matter if you're in Texas or Toronto, power-hungry cops hate cameras because nothing threatens fragile egos like public accountability. And let's keep going.
Hey, how you doing? Yes, what's your name?
My name is Lori.
Do you have a bottle of water and a lollipop?
No, I don't. But we can't have you taking videos or pictures of them.
I'm actually working. I'm doing an investigation.
Okay, I still can't have you taking video or pictures of the property.
But I'm working. I'm doing an investigation on infidelity. We heard one of the ladies in there was actually.
I cannot have you taking pictures or video of the property.
Even
so I
though
need you to stop right now, or I will call the police.
don't you? There's no need for that. I'm actually
Sir,
just. Go ahead, ma'am.
I need you to stop filming and taking videos of my property because we do not allow it at UMB.
And just for the record, I have no intent on going in or
I
on
don't
your
care.
property. I'm not going on your property.
Okay.
I'm just going to. Hey, hold on real quick. One more question. Can you answer a question for me? Right here, look. Is that right there? There you go. I can barely hear you. I'm sorry. Yeah. What's your name? Rico. Yes. Can you scoop a look? I can barely hear you. I let her know what I was doing. Did she let you know?
Okay, when you're taking pictures of the bank, it doesn't look good. That's why I'm asking.
But I told her I was working. I was doing an investigation.
You do an investigation
No, yeah, on infidelity. We heard one of the ladies in there was actually cheating on their spouse,
I understand. Okay.
and they was doing it in a very like sneaky way. I guess they've been having like DoorDash or like Uber Eats pull up, but it's not really DoorDash. It's their sneaky link. So we would just since we missed the lunch, we were just trying to see maybe when they said they're catching an Uber, see if they sneaky link is picking them up.
I understand. When you're on bank property taking pictures of the bank and it doesn't look good,
I'm not.
I'm going to ask you to stop videotaping at the bank, okay?
Yes, I also let her know that I'm not going in or on you guys' property.
I understand. But you're taking a videotape of the bank and that's not something that I'm going to do. Okay?
Okay, but I just informed you on what I was doing, so
That's none of my concern.
it's
I would ask you to stop taking videotapes of the bank, okay?
I'm working at them. And these are things, I'm really not even comfortable doing these kind of jobs, It's almost like your toilet stool backed up, It's a shitty job, but somebody got to do it. So, and I'm not going to be out here long, just a few more hours, and then I can get on out of here, man.
To be honest with you, if you continue to videotape the bank, I'm going to have to call the police because that's not something that you should be doing at bank. It looks suspicious, okay?
And
I'm giving you the courtesy of not stopping.
And I totally understand how it looks suspicious, but after I advise you on what I'm doing, that should suppress your suspicious, right?
It has nothing to do with that. It's about protecting the bank and not associates or whatever your intentions are. I'm asking you to stop videotaping the bank, otherwise I can have to call the police and you'll have to okay?
Again, sir, there's really no need to call the cops, and
Then you can stop videotaping the bank.
and I'm not really recording the bank. I'm trying to get the ladies that's.
That's completely inappropriate. Don't be videotaping our associates. You need to stop doing that, okay?
Okay, and again, so I'm not going to be long. Just a couple hours, man.
If you don't stop, I will call the police.
Okay.
Give me the warning. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Is one more question? Can I ask you a question? Is these the employees' cars?
I'll call the police, sir. I'm done, okay?
Is these the? Well, I'm just curious. What did he say to you? I was just a little curious on what did he say to you.
Well, that was the conversation that him and I had.
Okay, I just want to see.
He doesn't want you on the bank property. I understand you're not on the bank property. That's all they're saying. You're making people feel uncomfortable with videotaping, I guess.
And I told him I told him exactly why I was here.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is actually make me uncomfortable as well. Because I told him I'm doing an investigation on the bank. That infidelity is going on in there. Someone actually hired me to come out because their significant others cheat.
Like an associate's cheating on something?
Yeah, somebody's in there cheating. And this been going on for like over 6 months now.
Really?
And they told me how they do it is they make it seem like they ordering DoorDash or Uber Eats and they sneaky link is pulling up. So I actually missed the lunch hour, so I was hoping I can probably see one of them riding off with their sneaky link. So, but I wasn't able to. Sneaky link?
I don't know what that is.
You don't? Okay, like if you got like a girlfriend or a wife, but you sneaking off to link up with somebody else. That's a sneaky link. So, and I told the guy that. I said, I'm not going in or on your property. Like, if you can help me with a couple questions, I can get on out of here. But I told him, like, hey, I'm just on the sidewalk, seeing if I can catch him in the act. They said she was doing fun jobs when she get off of work because her kiss tastes different. Yeah, he said the kiss tastes like pubic hair, man. So, Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing a private investigation?
Yeah, that's all. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Diddy.
Yeah, that for real?
Yeah. Do you have like a private security ID, or you just do it?
No, I typically have some cards on me. I told him, I asked him for his business card. I said, I can email it to you when I'm done. Sure. I told him I didn't want to, even the information I gave him was a little too much. I told him it make me feel uncomfortable. Out of the many jobs that I do, this is probably my least favorite one. But I told him, just like your toilet stool backed up, man, it's a shitty job, but, you know, somebody got to do it. And I was like, I was telling him, because he called you guys, I'm like, I'm sure you don't like arresting people, putting them in jail, do you?
Absolutely not. I'd rather go a whole shift without it.
Exactly, but, you know, it's something you actually have to do, man, and actually pays the bills. So, well, while I got you here, maybe you can you answer a question for me? A few other officers had issues with.
I can try.
If you can get a dozen eggs for 12 cents, how many eggs can you get with $1?
All right, say that again. Is this a riddle?
If you can get a dozen eggs for 12 cents, how many eggs can you get with $1?
8 dozen.
8 dozen? Okay. Okay. How about this one? A guy rode in a horse. He came into town on Friday, stayed 3 nights, and he left on Friday. How is that possible?
Horse's name was Friday.
Give me some on that, man. Hey!
Can I just get your name saying we talked?
You can just write down Bartholomew.
Okay, you don't want to identify yourself?
I mean, do I have to?
You don't have to.
Okay, yeah, just write down Bartholomew.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just let me know, man. Was he crying like a bitch?
No, he was cool.
He was?
He just said some of the people were feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's just trying to look out for his people.
Yeah, and I understand. And I told him I understand. I just told him, you know, I feel a little uncomfortable as well. So, and I told him there's no need to call you guys. I said, I'm on the sidewalk, so.
Well, you stay on the sidewalk, they don't want you on their property?
Yeah.
You're not causing a disturbance?
Yeah. I wouldn't say nothing to nobody, man.
Right,
But take care, man. Yes, sir. Take care, man. Stay safe out there. Yeah.
Huge respect to the cameraman for staying calm and assertive while dealing with unwarranted attention. The attempts to pressure him to stop filming were baseless, as he was on public property, exercising his First Amendment right to record. Let's break it down. Private businesses have no authority to prevent filming from public spaces. The argument that recording makes people uncomfortable holds absolutely no legal weight. The First Amendment guarantees the right to record anything visible from public areas, including businesses. The business implied the cameraman couldn't film from public property, but trespassing only occurs if someone physically enters private property and refuses to leave after being asked by the owner or an authorized representative. The cameraman stayed on public sidewalks and never entered private property, so no trespass laws were violated. The threats to call the police over such lawful activity only highlight ignorance of the law and a misplaced sense of control. Calling law enforcement without cause wastes public resources and can lead to harassment or even civil liability if the situation escalates unjustly. Thankfully, the officers who showed up handled the situation professionally. The encounter ended without escalation, no ID given, no orders to leave, and no further action taken.